the golf swing, kind of come stand right here for me. Okay, maybe just a little further back. Okay. So with the golf swing, we know that different ways to hit golf shots. The club needs to be traveling different ways into the golf ball, right? The delivery, we'll call it. And so with your cut right now, you have a club, the club head traveling more at an out to in kind of deal, right? So starting up here, going a little left, right? But if we want to hit a draw, it has to be coming more from the inside, right? So we have to get this club more in here, traveling out to maybe say right field, we'll call it. We use a baseball analogy, right? And there's a couple different ways we can do that. We can either do that by getting our feet a little more closed to our target, maybe getting our shoulders more closed. That will help distribute more of a in to out kind of pattern. We can do it with our wrists as well, okay? So if I bring the club up top here and I get my wrist to maybe go in this fashion more, so now this club traveling more this way, and it can come more from the inside. So instead maybe you have the club more in a steeper fashion, and so it's coming more from out and in, right? So we'll, I'd probably like to see you try and change your wrist positions a little more, because I think your positions with your arms and your body and everything are pretty neutral already. So you don't have this club, you don't have your arms traveling way outside of you coming down. You have them more in than anything. It's just I think your wrists get a little more this way, so this club gets a little more steepened. And you kind of have to just kind of wipe across it a little bit. Does that make sense? Okay, so we're going to get you to come up here and have you do some drills where we get this club to kind of shallow, we'll call it, kind of widen out shallow. You can kind of have more of this delivery from. Okay. Okay. Let's have you do that real quick. So, knowing all that, let's talk a little bit now about how the ball is going to be rolling into the cup. Okay. So we know through kind of physics and everything that the faster the ball is rolling, the smaller the cup size becomes. Okay. So if I got this ball coming in like really hot, you know, it just went over that edge, right? But if it was rolling slower, it would have made the hole a lot wider. Okay, so it was going in really hot, it came in right over it. It should have gone in, but it was going at such a high speed, it couldn't just fall into the cup, right? The cup essentially became much smaller, right? So when I hit these putts, I want to have a speed where the putt can just kind of die in there on the side, just kind of roll itself in. Does that make sense? It makes the cup much wider that way, right? Now, granted, we want to kind of have the ball die in there, but we know that 100% of putts left short don't go in. Okay, so we want to be able to make sure we get the ball there, but we don't want it going at Mach speed. That makes sense? Okay. Perfect. So let me demonstrate that for you real quick. Come stand right here. We're going to go to that long one over there, right? And so I've got a 60-degree with me. So what I would try and do is, again, try and have the ball a little more in the middle of my stance, okay? Typically, if I was hitting like a soft one, I'd have the club face wide open. I'm going to have that just a little less, okay? And then from there, whenever I take this back, obviously I'm trying to take it back pretty far with a lot of wrist hinge. But when I come through, I want to make sure that I finish with this club almost up above my head here. My hand's about above my shoulders, if not my head.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see if I can do that for you here. Go ahead and just blade this across. I got to it almost a little further, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, again, we have this kind of lip in front of us, but just with we are opening the club face some, and it should be able to get us up and over that.